Patio lanterns. Lanterns. Patio lanterns. PL podcast. The caveman. The Randy.
Patio lanterns.
So how the hell are ya? It's Ryan here, and I'm all by myself. We got Kurt over in Panama. He's on a booze cruise right now with his family, and I guess he didn't get enough drinking after our New Year's Eve episode that he just wanted to get the hell out of Dodge and get on a boat and start drinking. So, Kurt's gone for a month, and I figured now's the time just to do a podcast just for me, like just Bill Burr style, just gonna throw stuff out there, No one's gonna be here to fact check me. You're pretty much gonna have to agree with everything I say because I'm the only voice in your head right now, and that's pretty great. So what can I say? First podcast of 2019 right here, and it feels pretty great. Pretty freaking great. Hope everyone had a good New Year's. Where we last left off with you guys, we were getting hammered. We were getting hammered. It was New Year's Eve, and me and the caveman were just dipping into the liquor pretty hard, pretty early. And it turned out to be a pretty good night. Nothing too crazy. Just a couple guys out on the town, or when I say out in the town, it was just at our buddy's place on Lakeshore, and it was pretty nice. It was classic. The parents were having their party upstairs, and the kids, the 20-somethings were downstairs. And after around midnight, we started mingling, and at this point, I was really dipping into the sauce. And of course, friend of the podcast, Morgan Sturrock, Mowgli Mo, Sergeant Sturrock, he was there, and he was as usual, Mo. You were pushing me to my limits, and we were out there. We were, it's pretty fancy upstairs with all the parents, right? And there's a nice little table of snacks and hors d'oeuvres, or I don't even know what hors d'oeuvres. Say that word again. Appetizers. It was pretty nice. And so we're walking around, and Mo's like, "Right, Randy, what are the odds you drink the shrimp water?" Right. So it's a plate, it's a tray. Picture like a ring of shrimp, and there's the ice around it to keep it cool, but it's all kind of it's all melted, right? And so he looks at me, and I'm all right. So 1 in 10, and then I don't get it, and it goes back to Morgan. 1 in 9, he doesn't get it. Goes back to me. 1 in 8, we both say 4, and then I don't even look. I turn around and I start guzzling. I'm just drinking back this old dirty ass shrimp water. Oh, wow. And what a good way to start in 2019. My God. And unbeknownst to me, the parents whose place it was, and I don't know these parents at all, by the way, like first time I met them in my life. And, they come around the corner, and they see me. They don't know me, by the way. They see me just guzzling back this like old frozen shrimp water. And they don't say anything. They just kind of look at me weird. And I'm like, by the time I'm done the water, they're gone. And maybe 15 minutes later, they're handing out some fireworks or something like that. They're handing out fireworks to everyone, and they get to me and like, "Oh, definitely not for you." Oh God, the shrimp water, classic. Yeah, it feels kind of weird talking in the microphone here. No one, where's Kurt right now? What would he be saying? What does he have to say? He was there. Kurt was there for the shrimp water incident. And God, I want to know what he has to say about that, but it's just me. I hope it was funny. You know, what if it's like one of those weird, like, drunk flashbacks where you think it's hilarious? You know, it's fuck, this is hilarious, but you know, everyone else is like maybe not on your level, or you know, maybe it's just not even funny, and you're just that guy on New Year's Eve drinking the shrimp water. You know, maybe that's what I am. I have no way of knowing right now because it's just me. I'm in my own head, and God, I like to think it was funny. It was funny. It was funny. Okay, it was funny. But anyways, I figured I'd start things off today with a game of hot or not, backed by popular demand here, folks. So we had some friends of the show give me some suggestions about what to talk about, and yeah, I thought we have a good lineup here. I have 9 hot or nots to go through, and there's going to be some controversy here. All right. Okay. Number 1. My old roommate's ex-girlfriend's butt ugly friend who would show up at our house parties. Yeah, a little bit of backstory here. I had a roommate in 4th year university who, when he was 22, and he was dating a 17-year-old, and you know, like that's definitely on the edge of what's acceptable, but you know, let's go with that. That's fine. But you know, I was okay. She was pretty nice, and that was fine. But so we had these banging, just raging house parties, and she'd bring her high school friends, and one of them was just not a good look. She wasn't good look. I don't know. Yeah, wasn't good look. I don't know how to say that and not come out like a complete asshole, you know. But here she is, just showing up at our parties, you know, at a 4th year party. You're 17 and you're not looking good. What can I say? Just kind of standing there awkwardly. So there's no surprise there. Old roommate's ex-girlfriend's butt ugly friend is not hot. Number 2, we have Elastigirl from The Incredibles. Yeah, I know what you're thinking there. Okay. Yeah, Elastigirl, it's confirmed. She's hot. She's the original slim, thick queen out there, you know? She's running around. She's responsible. She knows how to fly a like plane. She's shifting every shape out there. It's something to see. It's incredible. I mean, Elastigirl, wow. She's a keeper. She is a keeper. Definitely hot. We got number 3 here. Daphne from Scooby-Doo. You know what, guys, that's an easy one. Daphne's hot. What else can I say? I mean, yeah, she's no Velma, like she's not smart, I mean, but she's a part of the team. She's out there, she's having a good time. Yeah, she's hot. I haven't seen any Scooby-Doo movies lately. Is that still a thing? Scooby-Doo? Is that what the kids watch? Scrappy-Doo? And all those little rip-offs? I don't know, man. Anyways, moving on. We have Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny from Pokemon. I mean, yeah, hot or not, they're hot. I mean, Nurse Joy, she's a healer. She's always there for you. She's very consistent. There's like hundreds of them. Same with Officer Jenny. You know, maybe a bit more stern than Nurse Joy. Maybe like Nurse Joy is like the caring one. Officer Jenny, you know, she's like she's got a bit more spunk to her. You know, she's gonna lay down the law with you. So I raised the question, like Nurse Joy or Officer Jenny, from Pokemon. You got the healer, you got the cop right there. Which one's hotter? I mean, Officer Jenny. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb there and say Officer Jenny's hotter. She's hotter than Nurse Joy. I mean, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Fiona, number 5. Fiona from Shrek in ogre form. You know, she's green. I mean, yeah, no, she's not doing it for me in ogre form. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I sound like Lord Farquaad over here, but Fiona in ogre form is not hot. Everyone, all right. And by the way, if you have any hot or not you want to send in, you know, feel free to slide into our DMs at PL Podcast on our Instagram account. we'll talk about it, all right? Or maybe I'll talk about it. Maybe the show is just going to be me talking about things now, ranting about things. I don't even know. It's just all stream of consciousness right now. There's no planning. People always think, maybe there's some planning in our shows. There's no plan. Do we sound like guys with a plan? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, we're just here. We're just winging it. And, is that evident from our hot or not games? Yeah. But, yeah, what else are you going to do? You listen, yeah, what else are you going to do? Anyways, back to the game. Number 6, the the Navi character in Avatar, she's like 12 feet tall. I don't even know her name. She's blue. Is she hot or not? I mean, she's like a tribal warrior woman, so that's pretty hot. I'm gonna go with hot. Yeah, she can take care of me. She's in tune with nature. I think, yeah, just because she's blue. I mean, is it just because I said that Fiona wasn't hot because she's green? Well, no. I mean, I'm not against all like blue, green colors. I don't know what to say here. Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, the Navi character in Avatar is hot. Moving on, Miss Piggy, number 7. That's easy. She's not hot. I mean, Kermit the Frog and her have a thing, but the puppets, they don't do it for me. Miss Piggy, she's kind of bossy too. It just doesn't. Yeah, bossy is not a desirable trait. Number 8, Beyonce. Now, this is gonna be. I know people aren't gonna like this one. All right. I'm gonna go with the unpopular opinion. I still think she's hot, by the way. I'm gonna go with the unpopular opinion that she's overrated. All right. Like, there's girls out there who say, "Oh, Beyonce is God. Like, she's so hot. She's walking around in her boots and she's having a time out there. Look at those legs." Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's hot, but she's not like the hottest. I mean, like, that's kind of what these girls make it out to be. I mean, I don't see many guys who are huge Beyonce fans. Like, I think a lot of girls are Beyonce fans. I don't know. Anyway, number 9. This one's interesting. Coming out of Vancouver, timid Asian girls. They like to cluster in groups. I'm seeing a lot of them around at UBC, and I think they're hot. Like, they're very respectful. They're very. I already said timid, but it's not quite timid. Like, they're always happy to talk to you. They're not going to initiate conversation, which is fine. I mean, if you go and say hi to them, they're probably going to be like having a good time. They're happy to talk to you. Like, but you kind of have to approach them like you're approaching some kind of like small woodland creature. Like, you have to talk. You have to talk quietly. You don't want to make any sudden movements or loud noises because you might startle them. But once you talk to them, you're talking like this, they gain your trust slowly but surely. You can increase your volume, and then you're like, "Oh, okay, so what'd you get for number 23 on the accounting quiz?" Like, it's kind of how it starts. So, yeah, timid Asian girls, I think they're hot. The timider, the better. I don't know about that, but Okay, so that was hot or not, and that was literally just me just rambling out hot or nots for 5 minutes, so hope you enjoyed that. I mean, no one's here to fact check me. It's kind of hard just talking to myself here. I sound like an idiot. Here I am in my room, God knows, maybe the landlord's listening right now. Just a guy just blurting out, having a one-way conversation. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to say a phrase that you don't hear too often in media nowadays, and that is that I was wrong. I was wrong about plastics, and this goes back to the whole straw ban thing. Excuse me. I think the whole straw ban's ridiculous. Like, who is it helping here? Just such a small little piece of straw. Like, I was out for drinks the other day, and we can't mix our drinks anymore because no one's putting any cutlery or like straws or anything out there. You feel like you have all this ice at the bottom of your drink. Like, I just wish I had a straw here right now. But anyway, I stand by that. By the way, I think the straw band's stupid. But anyways, what I was wrong about was when I was saying that our disposal systems are working and that 90% of the ocean's plastics are coming from 8 or so rivers in Asia and Africa. And I think that's right. But what I didn't know at the time was that Canada is shipping off 90% of its plastics to these Asian countries. They're just, we're going to recycle 10% or so, whatever the capacity is. And if it's cheaper, we're just going to ship it off to these countries and assume that it's going to get recycled there. And it just doesn't. I mean, it's pretty irresponsible by like Canadian government standards because everyone's recycling. They're doing a good job. They're separating stuff. They're thinking, hey, I'm helping. I'm doing a good thing here. But we just trust that it gets done. But I guess it's not getting done. So I was wrong that our plastic disposal systems are working. My sister actually illuminated me on this topic because she's doing her whole public policy thing. And yeah, what can I say other than these agents? We got to figure out some way to become better recyclers, I guess, in Canada, or figure out a way that it becomes more economical for these Asian countries to actually recycle it instead of just treat it like garbage when it's gone over there and goes into the rivers. I don't know. I'm not the guy of solutions. I'm just a guy with a microphone. But anyways, it's all about, I guess, the whole global part of being well informed. I think being well informed's so overrated. Like, when is that ever? I've been asking myself this. When has being well informed about global affairs or the news ever helped me? Other than sounding like smart and well informed in conversations, like I'm not the guy in charge of this stuff. It's just it's so out of your control. It's depressing. Like being well informed, you're listening to the news and, Trump's said something racist, Trump's about to start a war, you got South American countries that are just a mess. We have European countries that want to separate from the EU. We got lots of stuff going on in the Congo. I mean, everywhere you look, it's just a depressing story. I think just being well informed is just a net negative activity. Like, it's not doing any good for me. Like, part of me wants to be this well informed global citizen. Like, doesn't that sound great? Being a global citizen, you're an international man of mystery. You know what's going on in the different countries, right? But it's too much. I mean, when you're just reading about all these things that you just have no influence on, it's just, I don't know. There's got to be a better way to spend my time here, whether it's podcasting or, yeah, anywhere. That's just me and the news. I think I'm not going to do a resolution because resolutions are stupid, but I'm definitely going to just watch or consume less news media. Like, it's not going to do me any good, Yeah. But anyways, I guess I'll spend more time thinking about jokes here. And one of the things I was thinking about is that signatures gotta be one of the dumbest inventions in the world. This is my Ryan's rant for the day. I mean, what do you expect? Like, this is a signature and it's supposed to just absolve you of everything? Like, it's just, oh, you signed it. I mean, look, there it is. It's your name. It has to be you. Because, like, who else in the world would be able to forge a signature, right? Like, it's just hilarious that it's still a modern day thing. Well, you signed it, so that means you legally have to, perform the contract. It's just stupid. I think it's stupid. Like, it's really just. Do you think it's a hard code to crack here, people? Like, just scribble a few letters as fast as you can, and that's someone's signature right there. I mean, you look at it once, and it's just. I could forge a few people's signatures. It's easy. It's easy to do. I mean, when you hear people say, well, don't they have, like, past pictures of checks that you signed to compare it to? Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, like, there's just some room full of people waiting to catch someone that didn't sign a check right. Yeah, both spit. Have you ever, like, do you know how I know this? Because there's absolutely no consistency in my signature. Nothing bad has happened. Nothing. I mean, like, my signature, as a child is straight out. It's Ryan Rancier, and I'm writing it now. It's kind of evolved to like R Rancier bit. And I mean, now it's just a scribble. I'm at this stage. I'm just waving a pen over the check. Like it's not even on the line anymore. It's all across the check. And I mean, I'm not even putting my name down anymore. And no one said anything. Nothing's happened. Uh, it's transformed to some kind of like mad abstract scribble. Like it's a piece of art now. Put up on the wall. Here's my freaking signature. Yeah, that'll show them. I mean, like, same with doctor's notes too, or anything like that. I mean, like, you're telling me a little Tino Tonatini out there couldn't just write that note together, class? I mean, people are better than that, Like, just if they want to forge a signature, they're gonna do it. It's not. I don't see why this is still a thing anymore. I mean, so like, Ryan, what are they also gonna do instead? I don't know, like a thumbprint thing. Like, yeah, a thumbprint thing. Like they just have a little space in the check. There's already ink on it, and you just stamp it. You stamp it with your thumb, and that's that. I mean, that'd be so much better than how are you gonna forge a thumbprint? I mean, unless you go like MI3 on your ass and you're wearing gloves and you give them some champagne before, you know what I'm talking about, and they're peeling off the plastic, they're putting it on the glove. I mean, sure, I guess you could do that. Anyway, there it is for you folks. Signatures are stupid. Anyways, like many of you out there, I like to take care of my body. I like to run it, I like to stretch it. I'm gonna nurture it, really. So naturally, I'm taking all these health advertisements, pretty seriously. You see them when you're walking down the street, or maybe it's a ad on your Spotify, whatever it might be. I'm like, yeah, I know enough about health. I'm gonna be healthier. I'm gonna be a healthy guy. I'm gonna eat more plants and more vegetable. I'm gonna be a bit more fruit in my diet, and so I take it all very seriously, right? And so there's this one public health ad that I see when I'm coming home on the bus every day, right when I'm going around EBC. It's on the corner of West 10th and Alma, and it reads, "See red lemon? ? See your doctor today." And of course, I see a red lemon. And this bus comes, I rip by on the bus, and it's not enough time to stop because it's not the right stop. And then just like, the bus is ripping by and I'm on it. I'm trying to see this red lemon, and I'm thinking to myself, did anyone else see that? Did anyone else see that red lemon? Like, I saw a red freaking lemon out there. What the hell does that mean? Like, what kind of sign is this? Just like, see red lemon, see a doctor. Well, I just saw a red lemon, And like every few days, I'd happen to be looking out the window at the right time, and I'd see that sign, and then I get myself worked up. And pretty soon I'd be waiting for it. I'd try to pick the right side of the bus, so when I'm coming home, I get a good look at this sign. And I'm running to the other side of the bus to check if that damned lemon is still red. And it was still red. And then I get all worked up, and then my stop would come and I forget about it. That's the way it is. I'd forget about it. And then, I'd be on the bus, or maybe I'd talk to someone, and then I wouldn't see it. And then a couple weeks go by and I'd see it again. And then I'd wonder, like, I'd be sitting next to people talking sometimes, and I'd see that people in my classes would take the bus with me, and I'm sitting in the seat. I'm looking out at this. I'm waiting for the sign. And then I wonder if like my classmates ever saw me just stare out the window, like, and have this like look of like confusion on my face. Like, I was like, is everything okay there, guy? Like, did you just have a stroke or something? Like, your eyes are the size of saucers here. I don't know. I'm thinking, the lemon's red. It has to be some kind of eye disease. What else is it going to be? Like, I'm seeing red lemon on the sign. Are my eyes okay? Something going on up there where I'm not supposed to see this red lemon? Like, it's just some kind of weird WebMD disease where you see red lemons in places. Like, that's the only symptoms you see, is that all your fruit starts turning red, and yeah, we need a huge public health intervention for this thing. We have to let the people know that if they're seeing red lemons, it's a problem. But anyways, the public health people, they wouldn't just put this advertisement out there, on a busy road for no reason, right? Wrong. it turned out just to be an advertisement for blood and urine as a sign of bladder cancer. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you could have put some words out there, people. Like, I see this red lemon, it's like, just get a little stressed. Like, and then it has nothing to do with me. Like, come on, if you're gonna put one of these like public health signs out there, just put some like big bold letters above it, like blood in the urine. Like I would save everyone some stress here. Like, oh, you freaking kidding me? Oh. Like, why would you just make an ad that says "see a red lemon"? Like, go see a doctor. Christ, just take like 2 pictures of 2 guys peeing, but one guy on the left ate a beet before. I mean, it's not that it's not that hard, people. Like, that would send the messages across everyone's life. Like, this ad went for everyone who went by West 10th and Alma. Their lives would be that much better, right? Or maybe it was just me. Maybe I'm the dumbass here. But yeah, adverts for you, right? Anyways, so at least I know I have bladder cancer now.